E aí pessoal, tudo beleza? De volta aqui com mais um gameplay de The Witcher 2. Já tem um tempinho aí que eu não posto vídeo de The Witcher. Deve ter cerca de uns 2 meses mais ou menos. Que eu tava aí focado em fazer alguns compilados que leva bastante tempo. E também fazendo aí Dead Island e paralelo também o Skyrim. Então aqui, chegando nessa vila, chama Bergen. Que é isso que chama aqui no mapa, Bergen mesmo. Tem uma série de coisas aqui para serem feitas. Esse aqui talvez seja um dos capítulos mais grandes do jogo, porque ele quando você escolhe lá no primeiro capítulo, então você pode começar aqui, que eu escolhi o lado dos Scoia'tael, ou pode começar em outro lugar quando você escolhe o lado dos listras azuis, lá do outro carinha que eu não lembro o nome agora. Então aqui no diário eu tenho algumas quests em aberto, tipo os assassinos do rei, manda ver, e o conselho de guerra, que é a quest principal. Aqui ele está me levando para um local lá no fundo que não é exatamente aqui. Deixa eu ver se é por ali. Vou ver se essa quest manda ver. Tem alguma coisa a ver de verdade. Bom, tem muita coisa de ferreiro aqui nesse lugar. Muita mesmo. Eu acho que aqui não tem uma marcação exata marcando para entrar aqui, mas aqui eu acho que é a quest. Vou tentar entrar aqui. Aqui ele tá falando para mim enfrentar um carinha. Ele deve estar aqui dentro, a marcação tá ali. Então deixa eu ver se eu consigo localizar ele aqui. Aqui tem uma mulher. Tem ninguém aqui não, velho. Acho que aquilo ali é outro caminho, nada com nada. Tem que achar esses 3 caras aí pra poder derrotar eles. Aqui tem um ferreiro, um comercialista.
Greetings, colleague. I'm Urso, rat catcher. Traps of all sorts, for mice and for trolls, at a special discount for witches.
Pode perguntar a ele, vamos jogar dados. Faça um item pra mim, vamos negociar. Não vai ter muita coisa não. O cara é caçador de rato. Diagrama da adaga bem balanceada. Arranhador. Perno de talgar, que é isso? Uma espada, não são armadilhas. Não tem nada aqui pra mim. Ver se eu consigo andar. Aqui tem uns túneis. Talvez eu consiga ir por aqui, ó. Deixar os carinhas. Mas ali parece que é tipo... eu cheguei no conselho de guerra. Não tem nada. Eu acabei indo pra outra quest aqui. Aqui não dá muito para seguir as quests. No 3, talvez dê.
There was a struggle and the prince was wounded.
You've all seen the magical phenomenon covering the battlefield. For any who still have doubts, this is no mundane mist, nor a petty fairground illusion. Most likely, we're up against a blood curse, an old and powerful spell. We do not know who cast it or why. For now, I have one piece of good news and several pieces of bad news. The good news is that Henselt and his army have been halted for the time being.
And the bad news?
The mist will grow. It may even engulf Vergen. Furthermore, wraiths may emerge from it.
Can they be made penitent? With an axe to the head?
In theory, yes. But I would suggest putting your faith in a silver weapon. Furthermore, the ghosts will weaken as they move away from the mist.
Is there any way to drive it off? Exorcise it?
A question for myself and Geralt of Rivia.
The Kingslayer?
Contrary to what old women at the wells say, he did not, in fact, slay any kings.
Course he didn't. Wouldn't hurt a fly, that one. Look at his eyes. You'll see he's the sensitive kind.
Whatever you may see in his eyes, few know more about lifting curses. Gentlemen, I do not require you to understand this phenomenon, but there are a few rules I insist you must follow.
Possivelmente vai ter uma quest principal aqui para desfazer a névoa.
No one is to approach the mist. It is mortally
Contratos e
dangerous.
coisas do
In
tipo.
addition, we need to learn the story of the battle. For this, I especially count on the aid of Mr. Cecil Burden.
At your service, milady.
Thank you. To lift the curse, we require some objects symbolic of the war. Ones belonging to those who perished here 3 years past.
Pugh. More scrap iron from that massacre lying about than lice in Cecil's beard. I thought curses were best handled with...
Please leave the thinking to me, Mr. Zigrin, and I'd gladly hear less from you from now on. The objects must be magically active and strictly linked to the ghosts of the fallen. That is all.
Let me be clear. You're all to aid Philippa and the Witcher. What are you grumbling about now, Yarpen?
It's something in my gullet.
Take a swig of wine. Now, to worldly matters. How many are we?
Saskia, you know well,
How many?
we dwarves are near 200. But don't judge us by our number.
1,000 peasants will come, though you'll get no precise count.
My lords?
53 knights and another 200 armed men. Not enough.
Henselt leads 5,000, 5 to 1 against us. What think you of that?
We are few, they are many. But we have our walls, low though they be. If we had archers, who knows?
Oh, for a regiment of heavy arbalists from Lyria.
We have something better. Yorvith's elves. Scoia'tael. Gentlemen, I give you Yorvith.
What do you seek here, murderer?
100 of the North's best archers await your orders, Dragon Slayer.
You wished for archers, here they are. I take no pleasure in fraternizing with elves, but even a shit-coated stick can be a weapon. He burned down the villages of many in my horde.
The free peasantry is one thing, but a criminal with a price on his head in all the northern realms? This is too much.
Saskia, say the word and we'll depart.
Hear me out. Yorvith came to fight for me. I trust him, and I know that he'll stay the course. Just like each of you.
How could you know that? He's an elf. Treason runs in his veins.
He's been fighting humans for a century.
But for the first time in scores of years, his fight makes sense. The Scoia'tael know no peace. They've died for Nilfgaard, for the Valley of the Flowers, in vain. They've been betrayed and cheated. Now they have a new goal. The Pontar Valley could be the first state where no man would have to fear elven arrows when venturing beyond city walls. And elves and dwarves wouldn't live in ghettos or on reservations. First, however, we have a battle to win. You know who we're up against. It's a splendid army, brave and well led. They cannot be scared off or routed. They have to be killed. I want Yorvith to sit at the same table as we do. I want him to kill Cadweni for us. And I assure you that he'll do so with a smile, if only you let him.
If I'm to see a smile on that skinny face, I'm in. Yorvith stays.
Bloody hell. Father's turning in his grave, but a must's a must. I say aye.
Nay, you killed my men, elf. Remember them?
If I hadn't killed them, they'd have killed me.
All right. For the sake of better times, and for Kedwin's doom, aye!
Down with the sons of bitches! Cheers!
poison! She's dying. Take her somewhere safe and guard her with your lives. I'll gather what I need and join you soon.
I'll place my best warriors on watch.
Quickly, lads! A litter!
Ixi. Envenenaram a mulher. Achei que ela assim, ia ser pistola da vida.
She ceased casting spells.
Diálogo longo, velho.
Saskia, is she alive?
In a manner of speaking, I've slowed her life functions as far as possible. Her condition is stable.
Do you know the poison?
Thormador, commonly known as mage pain. It has a terrible reputation.
An antidote must exist.
What can we do?
Treatment will require herbs, magic, and blood.
Not ordinary blood, I presume.
Correct. We require royal blood.
We could use letho right now.
What kind of herbs are we talking about?
I'll need a subterranean variety of purple foxglove, known to the dwarves as the immortelle, and an elven rose of remembrance.
Triss had a rose of remembrance. She claimed the flowers are exceptional.
Long ago, the Enshe who succeeded in cultivating the roses enjoyed great respect,
Times have changed.
as have elves.
There are no elven gardens nearby. We must return to Flotsam.
Triss has a rose of remembrance from Flotsam. It's her we need to find. Where will we find immortelles?
They grow deep beneath the earth, which should not be a problem as Vergen lies on top of a mine.
How will they help Saskia?
Mage pain wreaks havoc in internal tissues. The immortelle will help restore them.
The nearest king is on the other side of the Mist of Wraiths.
You misunderstood me. It need not be the blood of a ruling monarch. It is the genotype contained in royal blood that is required. Kings issue from ancient dynasties. Over the ages, to survive, rulers needed exceptional resistance and strength. As royal dynasties rarely admit common blood, the strength of their genes remains great. I shall employ self-healing genetic therapy that will teach Saskia's body how to rid itself of the poison.
You'll have her drink human blood.
No, I shall inject it directly into her heart.
What else do you need to heal Saskia?
Thormador is a self-perpetuating substance. Any incursion into a cluster of poisoned cells causes an immediate chain reaction. Each tainted cell that is removed is replaced by 10 new tainted cells. To interrupt this reaction, I'll need an ungodly amount of the power. A water or air genie, or one of the 20 legendary rings of power would be best.
One to bring them all and in the darkness bind them.
Right. And then I'll have to run barefooted to the top of a volcano.
All right. Let's forget the rings. I need a vast quantity
Será
of
que isso aí é uma referência
No
do
matter
Senhor
the
dos
source.
Anéis?
Find something.
An immortelle, a rose of remembrance, royal blood and magic sounds like a fairy tale.
A poor one at that. No prince's kiss to top things off.
I wish it were a fairy tale, especially a poor one, as a happy ending would then be inevitable. May I count on your help, Geralt?
You may. What about the Battle of Wraiths?
I must first see if the spells keeping Saskia alive are in order. Then we'll consider how best to send the spectres to their rest. Actually, you could tend to that yourself. Ask the locals about the battle. Maybe you'll learn something.
In that case, I shall search for the poisoner.
Only Philippa Eilhart may enter.
Eu acho que o Conselho de Guerra ela termina, sei lá. O Conselho de Guerra termina. E aí começa um monte aqui, uma questão de vida ou morte, como você já sabe. Conhecido por aqueles que amavam viajar como a Virgem de Aidin e pelas pessoas próximas do rei Hensel, como a puta e Soleide. Tá, tinha sido envenenada. Existem várias histórias, tá? Uma questão de vida ou morte. Talvez esse aqui encontre a Rosa da Lembrança, uma fonte de poder, uma perpétua e pouco. Essa aqui é a quest principal. E essas aqui são os desdobramentos dela. Então tem que conversar com Filipa, vá até Stannis e obtenha o sangue real. Muito fácil. Onde está Marigold? E a batalha eterna. A vida subterrânea, que seria a parte mais complicada aqui. Tem um monte de coisa, fiquei pesado aqui. Então agora eu tenho que seguir em frente aqui, que costuma ter alguns...
People of Vergen, we have a magical mist full of ghosts just outside our walls, so you'd better think twice before entering it. The mist, may the plague take it, threatens all manner of creatures. So anyone headed to the quarries or walking through the gullies should take exceptional heed. The squirrels that have made camp by the burnt huts are not our enemies.
Aqui tem carinha que vai me dar outra quest.
Master Geralt of Rivia and Sorceress Philippa Eilhart will deal with the mist
of
and the wraiths.
Commando. I have an urgent matter.
Tell me.
Men from Vergen have been disappearing for some time. We recently found some of their corpses.
Aqui é uma quest interessante para fazer para um próximo vídeo também.
Only men among the victims?
Young men, humans and elves.
Where did you find the bodies?
In different places, mainly in the burned village near the ravine that leads to the town.
I need to see the corpses.
They're all buried.
Where?
Beneath a mound in the forest behind Vergen, but you shouldn't go there.
Why not?
Desecrating graves is a serious offense. The families of the dead will be furious.
What state were the bodies in?
They looked gruesome. Nothing an elf would have done, nor a human.
I don't work for free.
You'll get your reward. Do well, and I may give you something more than coin. We're losing good.
Essa quest que eu acho que ela tem 2 finais.
I'll see what I can do.
Então você pode pegar ela com esse carinha aqui.
And get to work.
E onde tem a quest lá dos outros, eu queria achar aqui os contratos aqui desse local. Tem alguns contratos. Não sei se tem contratos aqui. Deixa eu ver aqui no mapa se tem alguma pousada aqui. Teria aquela ali. Geralmente os contratos ficam locais próximos aqui. Tipo, em alguma coisa colada. Talvez dentro da pousada.
Let me tell you about the woman who fell from the sky.
Look, another one. You let one human in and in no time you've got a swarm.
É, acho que aqui não vai ter contrato não.
Come on!
Stop stroking him and wrap him up!
Tenho que falar com o Zoltan aqui. Que já iniciar outra quest. Não vou falar com ele agora não. Queria ver se eu consigo localizar os contratos. Se tem contrato aqui nessa Vergen também, né? Pode ser que não tenha. Dar uma passeada por aqui, só para conhecer um pouquinho o mapa. Aqui tem ferreiro.
Well, I'll be...
Yeah. Nothing special.
I wouldn't...
Se eu tenho alguma coisa ao anel de ferro. Coisa. Bom, aqui já não tem muita coisa mais. Ah, pô, esqueci de vender um negócio ali.
I wouldn't...
Os machados de anão aqui, ó. Pesado, não preciso disso. Bom, pessoal, acho que aqui, se tiver mais coisa, assim, tipo, se tiver contrato, eu não consigo localizar. Então teve um diálogo muito longo aí, deixa o vídeo bastante longo. Eu vou fechando por aqui e eu volto aí fazendo aquela quest ali do Zoltan. Inventário diário. E é essa aqui, vida subterrânea. Essa aqui... uma questão... Coração, com a mão no coração, até o povoado queimado, examina os cadáveres na catacumba. Tá. Tem essa aqui e essas duas aqui que não são exatamente marcações. Estão bem longe aqui, ela tá fora de Vergen. Sair ali pra cima.